Hey, Community of Hope Church, this is Pastor Isaac. It's an exciting week because this week, in addition to having church on our live stream, we are going to have 2 worship gatherings in person. Woo! I can hear you guys cheering as you watch this at home. So what I'm going to do today is just walk you through a little bit of how Sunday morning is going to go. We're going to do social distancing. We're going to do that actually quite strictly this time so that we make sure that nothing goes wrong with us slowly coming back to normal life. So there's going to be some rules. There's going to be some places on the floor for you to stand. Let's move a little closer and check out how it's going to work. So you see, as you come in here into the parking lot, we've got the section that's closest to the building. That's normally the drive-through. We've got that sectioned off with cones. All right, so next up, the front door. You're gonna walk through that door, but only once it's opened and only once it's your turn. So you're gonna be standing in this area, distant from each other, and then there's gonna be somebody at the door ready to open it up and let you come in. Oh, that's gonna be amazing. So once it's your turn, just go ahead and walk right on through those doors. Resist the temptation to high five that person or shake their hand. Just give them away from a distance, they'll stay back. When it's your turn, go ahead and walk on through. Hey man, have a great day at church. Have a great day. All right, and now we're coming back into the gym. So you've come through the front door, and now it's time to come into church. This has been a long time for most of us since this has happened. It's an exciting moment. Now you notice as we get in here, things are a little bit different. These 2 doors will be wide open. At that front door, the person who let you in is gonna have a little clicker. They're gonna be counting how many people came into the building. We're gonna have a second person over here, and that person is gonna have a list. That's everyone who registered to come to that particular worship gathering that you're at. So you do need to register online before you come. If you're part of our church, even if you're visiting but you're watching this video, we're gonna leave a little bit of space for visitors, but not much. And so we would really appreciate it if you would register so we know that you're gonna come and which worship gathering you're gonna come to. That would help us out a lot because we will not go over 49. And in fact, these first couple of Sundays, our target is going to be significantly lower than that. So it might feel a little bit empty compared to what it was before, but that's okay. It's gonna be a lot more than what we had the last while. So we'll be coming in here through the gym. You will at this point have a chance to put on some hand sanitizer. Now I'll tell you what, we had a debate about whether you should pump your own hand sanitizer or whether you should have someone else pump it for you, whether that person who's gonna be here at the door should give a squirt of hand sanitizer to everyone as they walk in. Now, we've decided you should pump your own, but there's different sides to that debate. If you pump your own, everybody touches the bottle. If you don't pump your own, if someone pumps it for you, then you get within 2 meters of that person. What are we gonna do? In some situations, there's no exact right answer with this whole physical distancing thing, just like in life generally. Let me read you something right now. Here's our devotional content for this video. Let me read for you from Romans chapter 14. In Romans chapter 14, Paul is addressing a time when a church was arguing about what kind of food they were gonna eat. Can we eat meat that's been sacrificed in a temple to idols? Some people said yes, some people said no. Some people said, well, I thank God for it. Those idols are nothing, it doesn't matter, I can eat it. Other people said, no, it's been sacrificed to a demon, you should never touch that. And Paul is saying there is an answer that he gives in this situation, but he also says, do not judge each other. Here's what he says in Romans 14, verse 8. If we live for the Lord. And if we die for the Lord. So whether we live or die, we belong to the Lord. For this very reason, Christ died and returned to life so that he might be Lord of both the living and the dead. So then, why do you judge your brother or sister? Or why do you treat them with contempt? Then skipping down a few verses, let me read one more piece for you in verse 22. Whatever you believe about these things, keep between yourself and God. So as we move back, some of us coming and actually having a physical gathering here, It's important that we remember not to judge each other about social distancing. That is extremely important. It would be better not to come than to come with a mindset where you're looking for anything that somebody might do wrong. Now, hear me, we are gonna do social distancing. You'll see in a minute. You're gonna be more than 2 meters apart from everybody all the time, but there are some situations that are tricky, and don't judge your brother or your sister. Let's come back excited, celebrating in unity. All right, so when you come into the gym, you're gonna notice some different markings on the floor, and that's so that after our time of worship together, we can have a time where we hang out just for 15 minutes and talk to each other, but we can manage a little bit better where everybody's standing. All right, so check this out. So here we've got the baseball diamond. If you're a baseball fan, this is gonna be a great place for you to hang out. You got some stand here, Trust Jesus markers in the shape of a diamond. 4 people can stand in that one. Now over here, you've got what I like to call the south wing of the Pentagon. You can see there's 5 spots and it's laid out as a pentagon. So you can stand here in the south wing. And over here we got the north wing of the Pentagon. It's gonna be great. You can stand like this. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? Oh, how was your week? Sweet. And then here we've got the box cross. Okay, we had a little debate over whether this one should be a plus sign, which is kind of like a cross, or it should be a box. So we just went ahead and compromised because we don't want to judge each other over coronavirus, and we made it both. Yes, it's the box cross. So if that's where you want to hang out, this is probably where the super spiritual people are going to be hanging, inside the box next to the cross. And then of course over here against the wall, we've got our snack and refreshments lineup. So we are going to have some refreshments after church. That's just going to be, prepackaged something you'll be able to come and pick up. And then there will be coffee, maybe water, maybe juice if you're lucky, but there will at least be coffee going on. So we're gonna have to stand up, of course, stand in a distanced line like usual. So you can go ahead and get in line over here, stand here, trust Jesus. And then when it's your turn, you can move up to this line and oh, don't cross this green line though. The person serving is gonna be back here, and they will be able to have everything, all the cups and everything that they need on the back table or trolley. Then they're gonna move those out to the front table, just yours. When it's your turn, they can step away and you can step forward and grab your refreshments. Boom. So finally, let's check out our worship space. You can see that we've got the chairs spread out a ton. There's gonna be somewhere between 30 and 40 people. That's our target for this week in the room. Some of those people will be up on stage. On the stage for the worship team, they will be physically distanced. There will be maybe 1 or 2 pairs of people who are close together, but those will be people from the same household. You can see we'll have our cameras rolling. We're gonna be very conscious this week that it's not just the people who are in the room. It's 2 different worship gatherings and then a 3rd worship gathering that's still online. And if you're not feeling comfortable, not ready for whatever reason to come back to church in person, it is perfectly okay for you to keep on meeting with us online for a while. We do hope that you will come back and meet with us eventually. We also hope that if you've joined us during this time when we've been on lockdown and live stream only, we hope that you'll come and get to know us. Our mission, our purpose here at Community of Hope Church is to help people grow in their relationship with God and with each other. And to do that, even though you can do a lot over the internet, it's gonna be great to get back together physically. That's gonna help us move forward to the next step. So we'll have 2 worship gatherings, one at 9 a.m. and one at 10:45 a.m. Those will be just 1 hour long. You'll have 15 minutes afterwards to hang out in those different shapes in North and South Pentagon, in the baseball diamond, in the cross box. You'll get to talk to people during that time, have a little snack. After that 15 minutes, we will be pretty strict about this. You'll be heading on out. The building will be sanitized before the first worship gathering, in between, and it will be sanitized after the second worship gathering. So if you're able to help out with any of those things, you can check that box on the registration form. But we will be pretty strict. You'll be going out of the building after that 15 minutes of hanging out together before the next group comes in for the second time of worship. This Sunday, we'll be continuing our series on God's plan for peace. What is his plan to bring us peace? The great news is that he has one. How can we get in on that and receive his peace? We'll be talking about this week how to become peacemakers. And one of the ways that Jesus teaches us how to do that, to become more like him, is to become unoffendable. So many people in our world today are so easily offended, but we don't want that to be us. How can we follow Jesus' way and become unoffendable? How can we come to church and see people not doing what we think they should do and be unoffendable in that situation, always working for what's good and right? Come and hear more on Sunday morning at 9 a.m., at 10:45, either in person or by live stream. We hope to see you then. Hey man, seriously, it's so good to see you. Oh, I'm so happy to see you guys. It's been a long time. I know, right? Man, I can't believe how long it's been since we met in person. So good to see you. Oh man, how's it going? Hey guys. Oh man, it's so good to see you. I really missed you guys. Oh man. High five? Oh no, we can't do it. Oh, distance high five. Distance high five.